Meet Paige. She's a sophomore nursing major at the University of Wisconsin-Oshkosh. Between clinicals, labs, and papers, she's got a lot on her plate. In this video, we'll show you how to use Navigate, the university's student support system and app, to schedule a meeting with a librarian. Then you'll see how Paige uses her appointment to get help with a tough assignment. Students like Paige often contact Polk Library for help with starting research, finding scholarly articles, or figuring out how to cite sources properly. For her COM 111 class, she needs help finding at least 5 credible sources for her persuasive speech, and UW Oshkosh librarians are here to help, online or in person, with research for any class. First, click Research Appointment, then follow the link that says Students Request a Research Appointment. After it loads, you will have to log in with your net ID and password. Once on the page, choose Schedule an Appointment, then select Library in the drop-down menu. Paige is looking for a General Research Assistance appointment, so that's what she'll select under Service. Archival Assistance is for very specific historical research. Select the time slot for your appointment and a list of available librarians and time slots will appear. You're free to choose amongst any of the librarians with availability. However, if you've had a librarian visit your class, they will have the most knowledge about your assignments. Paige wants to meet in person during a break between her classes, so she chooses a librarian that has an open slot during that time. In the comment field of your appointment request, the librarians ask that you include information about the class and assignment so that they can be more prepared. Make sure to make the appointment at least 24 hours ahead of time. If you want to meet any sooner, you can drop in to our on-call librarian during weekdays from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. without a meeting. The librarian will send you a follow-up email about where to meet. They may also ask you some follow-up questions about your assignment. Let's take a look at how Paige's appointment starts.
I see you're working on persuasive speech.
Yeah, I am hoping to focus on how social media negatively affects people.
Okay, that's a great starting point. Now we just want to identify maybe something that you can argue. Does your professor want you to focus on a solution or a policy?
Yeah, it was mentioned that we should focus on a social action that can be done, like a specific policy or law that can be put into effect.
Okay, great. So if you're interested in the downsides of social media use, perhaps we could focus on a subtopic such as like mental health or the spread of misinformation or something else.
Yeah, I was thinking of focusing on mental health, specifically how it affects like younger users, like high school students or middle school students.
Okay, great. That's a wonderful kind of focus area. Now we could look at maybe some debatable topics under that subtopic area and look at policies that are currently being argued. A nice library resource that we have is called CQ Researcher. We could look at that and try to find some debatable laws or policies that are currently being discussed. Would you like to do that?
Yeah, definitely.
Great. Yeah, it looks like 5 states have already passed legislation limiting access to social media by users 16 years and under.
Oh, yeah, I think I remember reading something about students under 16 being banned.
Possible persuasive speech could be the United States should ban social media use for users 16 years and under, or something less extreme such as the United States, or each state rather, could limit access to users 16 years and under, requiring social media platforms to verify age.
That's really helpful. I think I can actually picture how I might argue for that.
Excellent. Yeah, it's definitely more specific and focused. So we could start out looking for information on youth and social media use, existing laws, and policies that social media platforms use. How does that sound?
That sounds great, yeah.
Okay, great. So I can pull up some articles with you in our database, and I can teach you how to limit it based on currency and age, and we can find some credible information. How does that sound?
Yeah, no, that sounds awesome. Thank you so much for your help.
Absolutely.
After the appointment, the librarian will send a follow-up email with links or other helpful information. Paige found this meeting to be so helpful, and now she feels like she has the tools to do future searches on her own. She can always make another appointment if she needs one, though. Visit the Polk Library website to book your appointment with a librarian whenever you need research help.